Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Friday, September 8th. Welcome to Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Airport taxi drivers who for decades have had a stranglehold on serving passengers at the Phuket International Airport have filed a formal complaint claiming loss of income less than 1 week after drivers from the taxi app Grab became allowed to pick up passengers at the airport last Friday.
Chukia Panyawai is the president of the Phuket Business Car Service Cooperative Limited, which represents 181 drivers at the airport. He submitted the formal complaint to Rewat Arirob, the president of the Phuket Provincial Administration Organization, on Wednesday. Chukiat stated that his co-op pays high concession fees annually to the airport for the rights to have taxi drivers at the airport serve passengers. During the COVID-19 pandemic, those fees were reduced to 15% of the original, but now the fees have gone nearly back to full price. At the launch of the Grab service at the airport last Friday, Phuket Airport General Manager Monchai Tanor confirmed that the concessions for taxi drivers to operate at the airport had expired in June. The cooperatives that continue to serve the airport are currently doing so under temporary 4-month extensions that expire next month. Chukiat says that his co-op has been hard hit by the move to allow Grab drivers pick up passengers at the airport, with some taxi co-op drivers having gone from making at least 3 trips daily to nearly 0 over the last week. Chukiat is asking the Minister of Transport to help local taxi drivers who live near the airport. Meanwhile, more taxi app services outside of Grab have applied for permission to serve passengers at the Phuket International Airport. Those applications are still under review, according to officials from the airports of Thailand. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Earlier this week, a landslip on the east side of Patong Hill caused a massive traffic delay over 1 kilometer long. And while the Phuket Highways Office confirmed that it's been cleaned up, officials have yet to announce any plans to prevent future mishaps amid heavy rains at the same site.
The area where the landslip occurred on Tuesday, near the well-known Patong City sign, now has exposed soil on a very steep slope right beside the outer downhill eastbound lane of road. An excavator was brought to the scene to remove loose soil that had already slid to the bottom of the steep slope where the landslip had occurred. Workers then cleared the road and the drain past the landslip site. The cleanup project was marked as solving the basic soil slide problems. However, the Phuket Highways Office has yet to announce any plans to roll out long-term repairs to the hill to prevent future similar landslides. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Patong police have arrested a Thai man on charges of illegally carrying a firearm in public after he detained a Russian woman in a hotel room in Patong, threatening to use the gun against her if she attempted to leave. The situation was resolved before 7 a.m. today, though Patong police have not revealed any details about the beginning of the ordeal.
Police officers were summoned to the undisclosed hotel to resolve a situation described as an intoxicated Thai man detaining a Russian woman in a hotel room and threatening to shoot her with a gun if she attempted to leave. 37-year-old Kitipum Makak was arrested at a hotel in a small alley off Prameta Road in Patong this morning at about 6:45 a.m. and authorities seized a golden bronze Beretta handgun along with 14 rounds of ammunition. Reports say that just 15 minutes earlier, Kitipum had allowed the unidentified woman to leave the room. He was taken to Patong Police Station and charged with firearms offenses, and it's understood further charges may follow as Patong Police proceed with the investigation. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall out from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. And in the pleasure, see your pressure just before you break a bone.
Phuket officials held a seminar on Thursday to explain how small guest accommodation venues across the island can register and, if they comply with the requirements, be approved to register as a small hotel legally recognized by the law.
The event, held at the Pago Design Hotel in Phuket Town, marked 5 years of small guest accommodation venues, including boutique hotels and resorts in Phuket, appealing for the right to register as hotels, a fight that finally saw ministerial regulations approved on June 7th and come into effect on June 20th. However, small hotel operators have continued to wait while a third and final article of legislation comes into effect, allowing local administrations, namely provincial governments, to create a system for accepting applications and issuing approvals for small hotels to be legally registered. That third and piece of final legislation came into effect on August 30th. The president of the Phuket Boutique Accommodation Consortium, Phuket, pointed out that 80% of tourist accommodation operations in Phuket were small hotels not legally recognized by the Thai government. With Thailand set to welcome nearly 25 to 30 million tourists this year, officials say that small hotels in Phuket have the opportunity to resume business after obtaining a license. For more on this, visit thephuket.com.
Studies are now showing the adverse impact that the rampant field burning in Thailand is having on about 2/3 of the country's population. And now the industry ministry is saying they are accelerating measures to discourage farmers around the country from setting fire to fields to aid harvesting.
Many sugarcane farmers burn their fields right before harvesting to get rid of the plant's leaves, which makes the crop easier to process. The practice produces black snow, ashes that fall on areas surrounding the fields, and vast amounts of ultrafine PM2.5 dust, which pollutes the atmosphere. Since 2021, the government has been giving sugarcane farmers 120 baht per ton to discourage them from burning their fields to strip the leaves before selling them to sugar mills. As of September 2022, the government had spent about 14.4 billion baht on the scheme, but the burning continues, according to the industry permanent secretary. About 26% of all sugarcane sent to mills across the country from the 2020-2021 crop season were processed by burning, and that number has only gone up yearly to 27% and now 33% for the past year, according to officials. The industry permanent secretary says authorities will ramp up enforcement of related laws and introduce new incentives to persuade farmers not to burn their fields. For more, visit the link in the description.
Thank you so much for ending your week with us here at Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll see you again next week. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.